Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My brothers and sisters, today we are going to learn about Joseph from the Quran. But before we start, please remember me in your prayers. Also, don't forget to support us for more videos like this. And without further ado, let's begin. Joseph is the son of Jacob and Rachel, who was the favorite wife of Jacob. From the time he was a baby, Joseph had a special connection with Allah Almighty. This is evident by the fact that when he was still very young, Jacob made a prophetic statement about him. He said, "Joseph will be a leader in Israel, and his offspring will become a powerful tribe. But I fear that they will cause mischief on earth and corrupt it." So when Joseph grew up, his father told him, "Do not travel to Egypt because you might be killed there." But Joseph, against his father's wishes, who were tending their flocks near the Egyptian border. When Joseph arrived in Egypt, his brothers became very angry because he had revealed their location to the Egyptian soldiers. They seized him, threw him into a deep pit, and later sold him to some merchants for 20 pieces of silver. These merchants then took him to Egypt and sold him to a man named Potiphar, who was a captain of Pharaoh's army. After some time, Potiphar noticed that Joseph was an honest and hardworking man, so he left the management of his household in his hands. But unfortunately, Potiphar's wife began to harass Joseph, and when he rejected her sexual advances, she accused him of assaulting her. As a result, Joseph was thrown into prison where he remained for 2 years. During his imprisonment, Joseph interpreted the dreams of his fellow prisoners, and when Pharaoh had a troubled dream, he summoned Joseph to interpret it. After listening to Pharaoh's dream, Joseph explained that it meant that Egypt would have 7 years of great prosperity followed by 7 years of severe famine. He also advised Pharaoh to appoint a wise and capable person to oversee the collection of 1/5 of all the food produced during the 7 years of plenty so that it could be saved for the time of famine. Impressed by Joseph's wisdom and insight, Pharaoh appointed him as the vizier of Egypt, gave him a noble title, and allowed him to keep all the wealth he acquired through the position for himself. Joseph then began to collect provisions from the people of Egypt and store them in preparation for the coming famine. He continued to work diligently until the 7 years of plenty were over and the famine began. At this point, Joseph stored provisions, saved the people of Egypt from starvation. In the meantime, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to buy food. But when they saw Joseph, they did not recognize him because he had become very powerful and prosperous. Joseph tested his brothers by giving them a difficult task, but he ultimately forgave them and revealed his true identity. After reuniting with his family, Joseph and his father moved to a palace in Egypt where they lived for many years. And that is the story of Joseph from the Quran. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. A useful lesson from the story of Joseph is that no matter how difficult our circumstances may seem, we should always remain patient and trust in the plan of Allah Almighty, as Joseph was eventually able to forgive his brothers who had wronged him greatly.